Trump becomes president and the world gets turned upside down. Kim Kardashian becomes an expert in people falling out of the bed. Comic book heroes get no love from Hollywood. We've got the latest news you've probably seen on late night TV, but pretend you saw it here first because we do it better. Welcome to The Radar. I'm Kash Jackson. Let's begin with President Donald Trump. We're now into his second week of office, and so far it's been a pretty wild ride. Number 45 has signed a few executive orders that have many Americans shaking their heads in shame and many Americans waving their hands for joy. Welcome to America Divided. The struggle is real. One sweeping EO that's getting a lot of buzz on social media and making people go ballistic is the immigration ban. It temporarily bans migrants from Muslim-majority nations and refugees from around the world. The Donald went on Twitter to defend his actions by saying, "Our country needs strong borders and extreme vetting. Now, look at what's happening all over Europe and indeed the world, a horrible mess." Yes, Mr. President, let's see what's going on around the world. You have people protesting here, here, and here. There's even more protesting a little bit closer to home, Palm Beach International Airport. Only 109 people out of 325,000 people were detained and held for questioning. Now, the rest, they weren't even allowed to take a bathroom break. And a lot of people believe that the travel ban was done in haste. But Donald Trump took to Twitter again to defend his actions by saying, if the ban were announced with 1 week's notice, the bad would rush into the country during that week. A lot of bad dudes out there. Now, speaking of bad dudes, Kellyanne Conway went on Fox News Sunday and decided to defend her boss by saying anyone that speaks bad about her boss should be fired. Some research and found this interesting tidbit. Only 2 Americans are killed annually by jihad immigrants, while 737 Americans are killed annually by falling out of the bed. Normally I'd fact check this information, but it came directly from Kim Kardashian's Twitter page, so it can't be 100% wrong. My only question is, what kind of bed are you guys sleeping in? Hearings of Trump's cabinet secretaries. And if you guys as students are wondering what kind of skills you need in order to hold a federal job, the answer is none. Listen to how Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren questions Education Secretary Betsy DeVos.
Futures of an entire generation of young people depend on your department getting that right. Now, Mrs. DeVos, do you have any direct experience in running a bank?
Senator, I do not.
Do you ever managed or overseen a $1 trillion loan program?
I have not.
How about a $1 billion loan program?
I have not.
Okay, so no experience in managing a program like this. Mrs. DeVos, have you ever taken out a student loan from the federal government to help pay for college?
I have not.
Have any of your children had to borrow money in order to go to college?
They have been fortunate not to.
Have you had any personal experience with a Pell Grant?
Not personal experience, but certainly friends and students with whom I've worked.
So you have no personal experience.
Now moving on to entertainment. The Academy Awards are right around the corner, and no, before you ask, Batman vs. Superman, Deadpool, or Captain America Civil War were not nominated. Now, if you're interested in seeing a bunch of movies that you've never seen before, tune in on February 26th. Catch us next week on The Radar. I'm your host, Kash Jackson.